Welcome to The Watcher. So as you know, this is a new channel and we've already received an amazing amount of support. So as a thank you, we're going to be doing a giveaway of some $50 Amazon gift cards. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel and then drop a comment down below letting me know that you've done so. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the video.
It was July 15th, 1974. A quiet morning in Sarasota, Florida. 29-year-old Christine Chubbuck was hosting her regular local talk news program. It wasn't national television, it wasn't glamorous, just a small station trying to fill airtime. She started reading stories, routine stuff. Then she stumbled slightly, looked at the camera and calmly said, "In keeping with Channel 40's policy of bringing you the latest in you're going to see another first." For a split second, viewers thought it was dark humor. She pulled out a revolver and shot herself live on air.
In keeping with the WXLT practice of presenting the immediate and complete reports of local blood and guts news, TV40 presents what is believed to be a television first. In living color, exclusive coverage of an offended.
And just like that, one of the first self-deletes ever aired live had already happened.
Because, you know, one of the nicest things about shopping by mail order... Pardon me? What is this? Let me see what it says. All right.
He's got a gun to his back.
All right, well, let me read this. Folks, we have someone on the set who's standing here and would like me to read this copy which was just handed to me. You want to tell me your name or not? What is it? And Gary, where are you from?
At that point, the control room was ordered to go to black, kill the studio mics, and put up a standby slide. But Horowitz continued to read, and the gunman kept the gun in his back.
In March 1984, cameras were rolling inside a Louisiana airport. Police were escorting Jeffrey Doucette, a man accused of abducting an 11-year-old Jody Plauché. Reporters waited for a quick shot of him being led through the terminal, but from behind a booth stepped Jody's father, Gary Plauché. Without saying a word, he Doucette in the head at point-blank range, and the public reaction was immediate and divided. Was this cold blood or a father pushed past his breaking point?
It's showtime on the set of this children's TV program in Rio de Janeiro. The host of the show is deep into a production number in front of 300 young fans. What she doesn't know is that the show itself is in deep trouble, starting now.
In July 2010, helicopters captured what looked like a routine highway stop in California. The suspect, Byron Williams, stepped out of his vehicle wearing body armor. Within moments, gunfire erupted. Officers ducked behind their vehicles as bullets flew.
A wild shootout on Highway 580 early Sunday morning.
You can hear some of the shots from the intense 12-minute gun battle that took place between CHP officers and a suspect early Sunday morning.
Byron Williams, a parolee with 2 previous bank robbery convictions.
Byron Williams, the man involved in that violent shootout.
Authorities say Williams was headed for San Francisco.
Armed with 3 guns, a bulletproof vest, and a whole lot of ammo.
A police statement says he wanted to start a revolution.
Damn. Ooh. Oh, shit. You get down, bud. Dude, it's in our neighborhood.
Later, authorities revealed Williams had allegedly planned attacks tied to extremist conspiracy beliefs.
Got a good break on it. Fortunate enough, we scored.
Then they scored again at the Lions 31. Wayne Larrabee called it like this on WGN Radio.
2-yard line, and McMahon back to throw.
Defense, which hadn't put up a sack in 12 quarters, finally did. Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I. Actually, the computer that we have running our news from time to time took off and went wild. So what we're going to do is start over from the top of the Bears.
On January 22, 1987, Pennsylvania State Treasurer R. Bud Dwyer called a press conference that everyone assumed would be a resignation speech. He had recently been convicted of bribery and was facing decades in prison. The room was packed with reporters. Dwyer spoke calmly, collected, almost unsettlingly so. He handed out sealed envelopes to his staff. No one knew why. Then he unexpectedly pulled a .357 from a manila envelope. You can hear the reporters scream in the footage. Seconds later, he shot himself in front of cameras. Some stations cut away, some didn't, and millions of viewers watched something they were absolutely not prepared for.
When she defeated Graf to win her third successive Australian Open in 1993, Seles was at her peak, but Graf, a true champion, was not about to give up easily. 3 months later, her life would change forever. Günter Pascha, an obsessive fan of Steffi Graf, Seles with a knife during a changeover at the Citizen Cup in Hamburg.
I remember sitting on the bench, and then suddenly I just felt like such a hard pain, like a sharp pain in me. It's like, ooh. And then I wanted to touch what's in there, and I just saw blood.
The 5-inch blade narrowly missed Seles's spinal cord.
In April 1998, Los Angeles news helicopters were following yet another dramatic police pursuit. The driver was 43-year-old Daniel V. Jones. At first, it felt like typical live chase TV. Traffic, sirens, helicopter commentary. But when Jones stopped on the 405 freeway, everything shifted. He stepped out holding a sign, accusing the government of conspiracy and mind control. For nearly an hour, millions watched negotiators try to talk him down. The entire city was essentially watching one man unravel.
It was a made-for-television story.
A man with the has pulled off with the southbound Harvey transition.
It was dramatic.
Now he's himself on fire. Oh my!
It was live.
Some people said it's our duty to report the news as it's happening, and that we shouldn't apologize for anything. We did what any responsible news organization would do.
There's no judgment. There's no editorial control. It happens. It goes out on the airwaves.
After that day, many stations began implementing delays on live police pursuits. In October 2007, 40-year-old Robert Jacansky arrived at Vancouver International Airport. He didn't speak English well and became increasingly distressed after hours without assistance. Footage shows him pacing, agitated and confused. Officers entered the scene. Within seconds, they deployed a taser. He collapsed almost immediately.
He speaks Russian and that's it. No English.
He died shortly after. When the footage aired, it caused international outrage and raised serious questions about the use of force. November 24th, 1963. Just 2 days after President Kennedy's assassination. The suspect, Lee Harvey Oswald, was being transferred through the basement of the Dallas Police Department. Cameras were rolling live. As officers moved him through the crowd of reporters, a man steps forward from the side, Jack Ruby. In the footage, you see him lunge. A gunshot rings out. Oswald collapses instantly.
Madness and hate erupt anew in Dallas as President Kennedy's accused assassin is shot down himself during a jail transfer. There's an ominous symbol in Lee Harvey Oswald's murder weapon as he is taken to the city jail basement where an armored car is to move him to a maximum security cell. Oswald walks his last mile. His assailant moves in from the right.
There is Lee Oswald. He's been
And just like that, the man accused of assassinating the president was on live television, fueling conspiracy theories that still haven't died 60 years later.
Challenger now heading downrange. Engines beginning throttling down now at 94%. Normal throttles for most of the flight, 104%. We'll throttle down to 65% shortly. Engines at 65%, 3 engines running normally, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good APUs. Velocity 2,257 feet per second. Altitude 4.3 nautical miles, downrange distance 3 nautical miles. Engines throttling up, 3 engines now at 104%.
Challenger, go at throttle up. Challenger, go at throttle up.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
In 2013, news stations cut to breaking coverage of a school lockdown in Georgia. An armed man had entered McNair Discovery Learning Academy. Inside, bookkeeper Antoinette Tuff spoke calmly to him. While helicopters hovered outside and reporters speculated live, she quietly built trust with the gunman. She talked about her own struggles. She humanized him. He eventually surrendered without harming anyone.
No, you stay right there. You fine. He said, do you want him to go out there with his hands up, or you want him to stay right here?
Stay right where he is.
Okay, she said stay right there where you are. Guess what? He wants to know, can he get some of his water right quick? Yes, yes, Michael. You said Michael Hill, right? Okay. Guess what, Michael? My last name is Hill, too. You know, my mom was a Hill. He said, what are y'all waiting for? What's taking them so long to come on?
Okay, one moment.
She said she's getting to them now. They're coming. So just hold on, Michael. Go ahead and lay down. Go ahead and lay down. Don't put your phone. Okay, you just got your phone? Okay, that's fine. Tell him to come on. Come on. Okay, he just got his phone. That's all he got is his phone. It's just him. Okay, it's just him. Hello?
Yes.
I'm telling you something, babe. I ain't never been so scared in all the days of my life.
Me either. But you did great.
Ooh, Jesus.
What could have been another horrifying live tragedy became something else entirely.